إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. قال تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. Every day I see different things in our community. Some of the brothers advise me not to talk about because it is sensitive issues. But the other day we were invited to a lecture in the gym in the Islamic Center, and astonishingly, many ladies and girls, our daughters, our sisters, they're coming to the gym, or they're coming to the masjid, or they're coming wherever they're going. This is the tight jeans that they are wearing, the tight blouses that they are wearing, and they're having the hijab, Jazahumullah khair. But this, somebody has to say, this is not an Islamic dress. This is not what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had ordered, and this is not what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had ordered. It's a sensitive issue because we're talking about our ird, our honor, our daughters, our wife. But if I don't address it, and you don't address it, who's going to address it? The deviation off of the truth starts with a small angle. Years later, it will be a very wide angle. We are in the years later. This issue supposed to be discussed and talked about almost every month. We need to remind each other. I am not better than you are. We are all in the same boat. But we need to work together, all of us, to correct this problem. After that particular meeting, which was Sunday, 3-4 girls got together and they came to me and they said, "Brother, what's wrong with tattoo? Why my mom has so much issue with tattoo? All my girlfriends, all the people that I know in my college, in my high school, they have tattoo. I need to put tattoo." Subhanallah, we are at that particular level that the only worry, the problem that we're having with the family right now, that those girls would like to have tattoo. So the dress, the makeup, the perfume, the tattoo, the style, where we go. A mother came to me and she said, I swear to you, she said, "Brother, why don't you make Jum'ah speech about this hookah, al-argile?" I said, "Subhanallah, how am I going to make Jum'ah speech about argile, about this hookah?" They said, "Because my children, boys and girls, they're going to places, 87 and Kuvera and somewhere, and they are having this hookah there all the time. Ya akhi, is this halal?" Another mother called me up and she said, "Brother, I want to know one answer, haram or halal." What do you want to know? This new things they coming up with, I don't know what they call it, some kind of stuff, they put some stuff in it and it's like a vapor kind of smoke. Is this halal or this is haram? Ya subhanallah. Ya subhanallah. This is in our community. This is going on with our youngsters, children, daughters, and sons. We need to talk about this. We cannot go and hide it and make ourselves that we don't see the problem. If you don't see the problem, you don't talk about the problem, you don't address it, it's not going to stop right here. It's going to increase. The deviation will always increase. Where is the problem started? The problem started, and this, one of the questions that I would like to address today, those girls, when they were talking to me about tattoo, they said, is it in the Quran that it is forbidden? Many people, when they ask the question, they said, Ya akhi, show me in the Quran where it is forbidden. It's one of the biggest misconception people have. Islam is not only in the Quran. Islam cannot be constituted with the Quran only. You cannot find in the Quran to pray Jum'ah 2 rak'ah, to pray Dhuhr 4 rak'ah, to pay Zakah 2.5%. Most of the Sharia rules and regulations, they are not in the Quran. You cannot establish Islam by Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He talked about Islam, when He talked about this deen, He mentioned the word al-dhikr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Hijr, ayah number 9, إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. Most of the scholars, they said al-dhikr in this particular ayah is talking about the Quran and the Sunnah. The Prophet ﷺ said, أَلَا إِنِّي أُوتِيتُ الْقُرْآنَ وَمِثْلَهُ مَعَهُ. I was given the Quran and something equal to it with it. Okay? وَأَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الذِّكْرَ لِتُبَيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ مَا نُزِّلَ إِلَيْهِمْ. 44 of Surah Al-Nahl. So al-dhikr could be the Sunnah. Al-dhikr is the Quran and the Sunnah. Is the teaching of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Is part of al-dhikr. Al-wahy is two type. The oracle from the sky is two type. Al-wahy al-Qur'ani wal-wahy al-nabawi. They are both equal. They are all complement each other. Islam will be constituted by those two wahy. You cannot establish Islam by the Quran only. So all of those people, they come to the scholar and they ask, show me in the Quran. That is a wrong question. Islam is not only in the Quran. Make it known to you. Teach it to your children. Talk to your wife about it. Quran is not only, Islam is not only in the Quran. Islam is Quran wa Sunnah. The two wahy. Al-wahy al-Qur'ani wal-wahy al-nabawi. They are all from Allah. Ayah number 3 of Surah Al-Najm. وَمَا يَنْطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. He does not speak out of his mind. He does not speak out of his desire. He does not speak as he wish. He speaks by the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that is the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Al-wahy is two types. Both two types are from Allah. The Prophet speaks by the order of Allah, teaches us by the order of Allah. Make it known to you. It's a fact. Next time you ask a question, don't say, show me in the Quran. Show me in the deen. Show me in the Quran and in the Sunnah. Al-wahy. We're talking about al-wahy. What is the opposite of al-wahy? The scholar said, al-ashya'u tu'rafu bi-adadiha. You want to know something? Think about the opposite of that something. Then this will clear this. What is the opposite of al-wahy? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَجِيبُوا لَكَ فإنما يتبعون أهواءهم. Ayah 50 of Surah Al-Qasas. When they do not listen to Al-Wahi, Al-Qur'ani or Al-Nabawi, that means they are following their desire. They are following their hawa. The ayah we just mentioned, وَمَا يَنْطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَى. Al-Wahi, the opposite of it is Al-Hawa. When you do not want to follow Al-Wahi, you are following Al-Hawa. When you follow Al-Hawa, the hellfire will be the end. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. Make it clear to you. You either follow Al-Wahi, the oracle from Allah, Al-Wahi Al-Qur'ani, Al-Wahi Al-Nabawi. If you do not want to follow that, you are following Al-Hawa. And Al-Hawa فَيُضِلِّكَ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. It's going to misdeviate you, misguide you, is going to lead you to the opposite direction of Al-Jannah, which is the hellfire. It has to be known to us. You have to answer to the call of the Prophet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in ayah 24 of Surah Al-Anfal is directing to us. In the Quran, there are different call. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may say, Ya ayyuhan nas. 20 times in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed Ya ayyuhan nas. 89 times in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed Ya ayyuhal ladhina aman. This ayah is addressed to you, to the believers in Allah. Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu. استجيبوا لله وللرسول إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم. When you answer the call of Allah and the Prophet ﷺ, this is the life. The scholars said, what is the opposite of life? Is death. In this ayah, life is prosperity, is success, is happiness, is tranquility, to live in harmony. This is what life means in this ayah. إِذَا دَعَاكُمْ لِمَا يُحْيِيكُمْ. And if you don't, وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحُولُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ وَأَنَّهُ إِلَيْهِ تُحْشَرُونَ. If you do not, there will be a partition between you and Allah, because you choose a different way than the way of Allah. When you do not listen to the Prophet, you do not listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you do not listen to Al-Wahi, you are on the opposite direction. You are dead. And death means kufr, usyan, and hellfire, wal-iyadu billah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in another ayah, the scholar said, it's amazing. Ayah 186 of Surah Al-Baqarah. Listen to this ayah. All of you know the ayah. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. What is so significant about this ayah? Look at the word, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي. Are you Abdullah? Are you a slave of Allah? Or you are a slave of something else? Can you call that ayah, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي? Some of the scholars said, like Imam al-Shanqiti, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the book Adwa' al-Bayan, في تفسير القرآن بالقرآن, is one of the greatest book in the recent years. Imam al-Shanqiti rahimahullah used to be in al-Haram al-Makki. 4 years he will explain some surah, small surah. That's how much we are lack of knowledge. This is how much we neglect this deen. You can imagine that those scholars, how much they studied, how much they spent in terms of time to learn all of this. Where are we with respect to them? He said, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. He said, it looks like, for understanding, if you are not one of the ibad of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's not going to answer your call. Because Allah said, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي. Are you ibadi? Are you among the ibadi? Are you the among of the ibadullah? Then, the answer to that, أجيب دعوة الداع. الداعي هون عبد من عباد الله. If you are not abd, you're not going to be answered. Your call is not going to be answered. That's why we are in such a miserable situation in our life and in our countries. Because we are not ibadullah. We are abd of al-hawa. We are abd for our desires. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah Al-Jathiyah, ayah number 24, أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ وَأَضَلَّهُ اللَّهُ عَلَى عِلْمٍ وَخَتَمَ عَلى سَمْعِهِ وَقَلْبِهِ وَجَعَلَ عَلى بَصَرِهِ غِشَاوَةً فَمَنْ يَهْدِيهِ مِنْ بَعْدِ اللَّهِ أَفَلَا تَذَكَّرُونَ. I don't see the ayat of Allah. I don't see the rules and regulation. I need to wear tight jeans. I need to do my hair this way. You see it now. And people are shaving right and left. And they're putting this mousse, whatever the heck they call it, to make it firm and to go up like this. Subhanallah. Are you a Muslim? Are you Abdullah subhanahu wa ta'ala? You want to go, all your worry is to have a tattoo? All your worry you're having is telephone and all of those sites that you have on your telephone. How you going to answer Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the judgment day? How you going to go to sleep when you review all of those munkar that you have on your phone? When you have all the munkar on your TV and all those channels, how you going to meet Allah? How you going to call Allah and Allah will answer you? أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ أَفَأَنْتَ تَكُونُ عَلَيْهِ وَكِيلًا. You know why we are not answered? You know why we have a million dead person and women and children in Syria? Do you know why we have that struggle in Palestine, in Kashmir, in India, in Pakistan, in Egypt, in Libya? Look at Libya, what's happening today. Why? Everybody is coming and said, why? We are praying, ya akhi. You're praying? What about the rest of this deen? Ya akhi, are you abdun lillah? Very interesting point, I need to say it. فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَجِيبُوا لَكَ فَعَلَمْ أَنَّمَا يَتَّبِعُونَ أَهْوَاءَهُمْ. If you don't answer Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you do not answer al-wahi, and you do not live according to al-wahi, you will, شئت أم أبيت, whether you choose it or not, you will answer the call of Allah. The scholars said, الاستجابة لله أمر حتمي. But you may answer it in this lifetime, and then you repent, and you live according to the Sharia, or you're going to answer after you die. The fact is, you're not going to answer, you are going to answer the call of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah Al-An'am, وَلَوْ تَرَى إِذْ وُقِفُوا عَلَى النَّارِ فقالوا يا ليتنا نرد ولا نكذب بآيات ربنا ونكون من المؤمنين. And that particular day they have istijaba. They know the truth. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يوم لا تنفع نفس إيمانها ما لم تكن آمنت من قبل أو كسبت في إيمانها خيرا. You're going to be a believer. You're going to answer the call of Allah. Either in this life, then you will be successful. And then you will be one of those among people, inshallah, of Al-Jannah. If you do not answer the call of Allah in this dunya, you're going to answer the call of Allah in the akhir after you die, because you see the truth. But at that particular day, يوم لا ينفع نفس إيمانها لم تكن آمنت من قبل أو كسبت في إيمانها خيرا. It's not going to do you no any good. So al-istijaba lillah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there. We're all going to return to Allah. And some of the scholars said that's what in the meaning of the ayah, وَإِلَيْهِ تُحْشَرُونَ. We are all going to resurrect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم في فوز المستغفرين فاستغفروه يغفر لكم إنه غفور رحيم. وأصلي وأسلم على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضى. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له. وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. A guy came to Imam Ahmad radiallahu anhu. Imam Ahmad, Imam Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with him. All of us, we should review the life of Imam Ahmad radiallahu anhu. All of us, we should study the seerah of this particular great scholar and Imam of the Ummah. And the rest of them. But this one is in particular. A guy came to him, simple question. He said, I want to make Hajj. Where I put my ihram? Where do I start making the ihram? Imam Ahmad radiallahu anhu said, you make an ihram from al-miqat. There are designated areas before you come to Mecca. Depends where you're coming from, south, north, east, west. And that particular area is called al-miqat. You make ihram there. I'm telling you about this guy because this guy is among us. The people who use their mind too much. The people who they are trying to analyze everything and make things little. The umur of Sharia, they don't take it seriously. They always question it. So what? What if I don't do this? Why if I didn't do that? By the way, a girl in the Islamic school came to me. She has an American friend to her. The American friend told her, you are a good girl, you don't lie, you don't do this, you don't do that, but you're having this scarf on your head. Is your God? Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Is so short-minded and narrow-minded that if you take this scarf off, He's going to throw you in hellfire? How about your good deeds? How about your salah? How about your siyam? How about this? How about that? Remember, one of the khutbah we talked about a shubuhat, misconception. She put in her mind one of those shubuhat. The girl, her father is tough, so when she goes home, she put the scarf. When she leaves home, she takes the scarf off. Why? Because of this misconception. Small little things, they can go to the brain of our youngsters if we are not aware. If we do not talk to them, somebody else is going to talk to them. If you don't keep them straight, somebody else is going to deviate them. This girl took the scarf off. Because of what? Because of that misconception. Little things we are all disregard, we do not pay attention to, we don't, what if this, what if that? What if? So this guy came to Imam Ahmad, he said, what if I make ihram before al-miqat? Why do I have to do it at the miqat? Why are you so narrow-minded? So what's the big difference? What's the big deal? Whether it's from the miqat or 10-15 kilometers before. The reason for this story is to see the vividness and the clarity in the mind of the scholar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with him. He said, أخشى عليك الفتنة. I worry about you from having fitna. The guy is still in the same mood. What kind of fitna? I'm making ihram 10-15 kilometers before. What's wrong? Imam Ahmad radiallahu anhu said, I'm worried about you. This kind of mind, this kind of thinking, this kind of frame of mind, this kind of mood that you have, it will lead فَلْيَحْذَرِ الَّذِينَ يُخَالِفُونَ عَنْ أَمْرِهِ أَنْ تُصِيبَهُمْ فِتْنَةٌ أَوْ يُصِيبَهُمْ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ. Ayah 63 of Surah An-Nur. فَلْيَحْذَرْ. Be warned, be careful. The people who deviate from the order of the Prophet, from the Sunnah of the Prophet, those people will have fitna. You can see the fitna. You can see the ayah and how it is applicable today. See the fitna right now. To the point that they want to have tattoo, they want to take off their Islamic dress, they want to do their hair the way they want to do it, they want to sit down and having hookah, and everything you see. Don't tell me you don't see. I see. You see. اللهم ردنا إلى دينك ردا جميلا. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا. اللهم تقبل منا يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إني أعوذ بك أن أضل أو أضل أو يضل علي. اللهم لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة. اللهم اجمع بين قلوبنا. اللهم ردنا إلى سنة نبيك صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم ردنا إلى دينك ردا جميلا. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا. اللهم اغفر لمرضانا وارحم شهداءنا واشف مرضانا يا رب العالمين. اللهم نصرك المؤزر على بلادك المسلمين. اللهم من أراد بالإسلام والمسلمين خيرا فوفقه لكل خير، ومن أراد غير ذلك فخذه أخذ عزيز مقتدر. اللهم إنا ضعفاء فقونا. اللهم إنا فقراء فاغننا. اللهم أعطنا ولا تحرمنا. اللهم لا تؤاخذنا بما فعل السفهاء منا. اللهم إنا ظلمنا أنفسنا ظلما كبيرا، فإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.